Hey friends, it's me, Erin, your friendly neighborhood energy alchemist with today's Schumann resonance report for Thursday, August the 29th. Don't think you understood how much effort it took, not just to get the date right, but the day right. This week has messed me all kind of up. Although I can say the good news is it's been relatively calm for the last 24 hours or so. We did have a release here at midnight, a release here at 7 p.m., but it was nothing overwhelming, just little tiny releases. Right now we're in a very calm state of energy. There's not a lot of stitching going on anymore like here. It's just calm. These green bands that run across, this is homeostasis. So this is a good thing. This is nice, calm energy today. I can't promise how long it's gonna last, but it's calm today. In meditation this morning, I kept being reminded over and over that if you tell yourself you are limited or can't do something, you will never be able to do it. You are your biggest downfall. You are your biggest holdback. You gotta let go of that. You gotta stop telling yourself these things that just either aren't true or aren't helpful. I'm not saying you should lie to yourself and say that you could fly an airplane if you can't. But if you tell yourself I could never fly an airplane, I don't know how. Well, yeah, that might be true, but you could learn, right? So it's the way, I guess, so it was frustrating in meditation because my guides were very, very clear about people have got to start focusing on what they want and stop calibrating how they feel based on the other people's perceptions of them. Where someone sees you in your journey or how someone else perceives you is really none of your business. And the longer you spend trying to get them to see you the way you see yourself, the harder you're going to struggle. No one can see you the way you do. You have to let go of the idea that someone else has to understand my story. You just have to. I mean, I guess you don't have to, but the more you hold on to it, the more stuck you're going to feel because you cannot convince someone else to see your story. You're just not. Actions are what teach so much louder than words. If you want people to understand that you're on a spiritual journey, live your spiritual journey. Listen to your inspiration, follow your intuition, dress the way you want to dress, talk about what you want to talk about, go where you want to go, and don't get tangled up in how many people don't like what you're doing. Because remember, it's not really anybody else's business unless you want to tell them, and it's none of your business what they think about you. Everybody has a different version of you in their head. Everybody, because perspective is everything. I don't see red the same way you do because we have different amounts of rods and cones that are active in our eyes. So keep that in mind. Today is really all about learning to calibrate to yourself and let go of trying to please everybody else or trying to prove yourself to everybody else. If you want to prove yourself to somebody, prove yourself right. Don't try to prove somebody else wrong. There's a big difference in that vibration. And just a quick check of the Italian graph. You can see we don't really have any release energy going on right now. Keep in mind, this is just the last few hours. This graph is a bit different, but you can see it's also pretty calm. We have all this energy up here. I don't know how to read this graph specifically, but I can tell you there is not a lot of release here. I'm still learning this one. Not a lot of energy coming in up here and not a lot of energy coming in here. All right, and in our cards for today, the first card we got was inner conflict, Two of Swords coming in saying this inner conflict, a lot of the inner conflict that you're dealing with is because you are arguing with yourself over your ability to do something or your ability for someone else to perceive you in a way to do something. This is causing a lot of neglect in a lot of people. Not from other people, you're not neglecting other people, but you're neglecting your own source of inspiration in favor of someone else giving you some sort of validation, confirmation, or telling you they believe you or that you're right or something like that. Being dependent on someone else for your inspiration is never going to lead you anywhere. It's just not, because it changes and it's not yours. You got to find your own. But the worst part about calibrating yourself to someone else's expectations is that it does have consequences. It tends to feed this feeling of self-defeat in your energy because you're constantly chasing around a moving goalpost. You're never going to reach it or be able to keep it to make the other person satisfied. So you're being asked to let go of trying to get everybody else's approval and just worry about getting your own. It's super foggy and cloudy here in Illinois. We've got rain coming in, but standing out here, I don't know if you can hear it on the video, but I can hear all the crickets and all the frogs, and it just sounds amazing. It's like a symphony of summer out here, and I love it. So again, I'm going to remind you, calibrate to how you want to feel, not how everybody else is telling you you should feel. Do the things that inspire you, not what everybody else is telling you should inspire you. Because remember, it's not your job to prove anybody else wrong. You're just here to prove yourself right. Change the way you look at things because perspective absolutely matters. Absolutely matters. All right, let's start this day off right. Take a nice big deep breath and release. Because today, Oh my gosh, friends, today is a great day. It's a great day.